Hi, I'm Hope Witkowsky. The City of Torrance offers a wide variety of services to seniors that help them live successfully. Let's take a look at some of those services right now.
Many of our limited income seniors are just one major repair away from losing their homes, and that's where the HIP program comes in. We can provide that necessary fix or replacement so that they're able to continue living in the homes that they've lived in for many years.
But this program isn't about changing a light bulb or fixing a creaky front door. The jobs range from the simple to the complex.
Actually, the house we just finished, it had a lot of wood rot. Also, a lot of the glazing was just deteriorated beyond repair around the windows. So after doing a lot of scraping, there wasn't much left of the wood around the windows. So we're doing a lot of wood repair. Some of the eaves, we've had to replace eaves. Once the paint was done, the windows looked like they were going to fall out, so we had to reglaze them. And after that, I mean, it looked great. The color was the same color what it used to be years ago, but it was, brand new, bright white, and the client was actually, really, really pleased.
Seniors of advanced age can sometimes be taken advantage of when they hire someone to fix a problem with their homes.
The windows, I think she had hired someone years ago to paint the windows, and not only did the job wasn't done correctly, but they painted them shut. So we actually took quite a bit of time to open the windows on the removing paint on the inside and the outside to actually have them open, which for her was a big deal, not only to get the ventilation, but in the back windows there's not a lot of sun there, and you could see that there was beginning of some mold issues.
Many seniors are also forced to move from their homes due to their physical challenges, but Guillermo doesn't have to move. Instead, he took advantage of the HIP program, where the city adds aids such as ramps and grab bars. All this gives Guillermo mobility and freedom.
It's a lot of gains now. You just walk better. You got, what is that? I think that's all I can say. You walk better now, going out of the house.
Sean, I love the design that you picked out for this particular ramp, and I'm just wondering, how did you come by this design and make it look so spectacular?
Well, thank you. What I do is I drive around Torrance all day, and I pick up inspiration from the different architecture I see in the houses, and really from the time frames that these were built. So I just take styling cues from the things that interest me, and I always try to match the theme of the house that I build. And that way, each ramp is different, and I also get to teach something different on each ramp.
So on a ramp with this much detail in it, how do you work with the trainees that you turn over every 6 months to get them to understand how to do this type of a design?
Well, what happens first is it's always lead by example. So a lot of the main parts are real simple. They're all the same ramp when they're first built. So they get to know the ins and outs of building your basic ramp. And then when we get into the detail, it's kind of stand back and watch, and then they get into it, and I let them start to figure out the angles and do the cutting themselves.
By the time the ramp comes to the senior's home, is it all painted like this, or do you do the painting here on site?
It's about 90% finished by the time we bring it in. It's usually primered. And then what we'll do is, in this ramp it was easy, it was just a white, but we try to color match the house. So in some cases we want it to blend in and not become such a statement. In other cases it's a focal point, so we'll pick a color that, best represents the house or whatever the client would like.
Well, this is absolutely spectacular, and I'm also noticing as I'm standing up here on it with you that you can't really slip on it. So you've got some kind of an element that keeps you from my foot from slipping.
Mm-hmm. Well, what it is just a non-slip, and it's real simple. It's sand, and what we do is we integrate that into the paint as we're putting the coats on. And what'll happen is if you put a paint down on wood, it'll get slippery when it's wet, and that's just another barrier to keep somebody from getting hurt while they're on it.
Guillermo's swimming pool has also been a problem. After years of neglect, the pool has caused a mosquito infestation. A few years ago, the Department of Health ordered him to empty the pool, but the empty pool still posed dangerous, especially for Guillermo when he took a fall into the pool. So, Sean, now that we've seen 88-year-old William living in a house with a pool like this that has no water in it, and we found out that he's already fallen, what can the city do to help keep him safer here?
Well, what we'd like to do is build a fence around the pool to make a perimeter, to make a safe environment for him. The pool was previously filled and algae had started to grow, and it was drained for safety reasons and health reasons, but now obviously it brings out another safety issue with him falling inside. So if we can build a perimeter around the pool and make it a little more safe, he can continue to garden like he likes to do.
Thanks to the HIP program, seniors can get work done in their homes to keep them safe. And thanks to the Torrance Police Department, seniors who are reported lost will have a great chance of being found with the Return Home Registry program.
Our Return Home Registry program is a great program. It's free. It's run out of the Torrance Police Department, and it really is focused on children or seniors who tend to wander away or have the potential of getting lost. And this program, and we'll get a little bit more into the details of it, is a tool for the officers in the field to use to help reunite these individuals with their families a lot sooner. So it is geared toward maybe children with developmental disabilities, or then seniors possibly with dementia or Alzheimer's, who maybe aren't able to explain who they are or where they live. And then that way it helps the officers identify who they are and return them home safely.
The first thing you're going to do is go to our police website at www.police.torranceca.gov. That'll take you to our page. You'll go to the Community Affairs drop-down menu, then to Return Home Registry. There you'll see our page explaining what the Return Home Registry is. You'll scroll down and click on the link where it says click here to register. You'll fill in the spaces about the information of your loved one, some descriptions. You'll click done, and this information will be sent to our Community Affairs office, where we'll input it into our system.
To test the registry, I enrolled myself. It's important to note that if a senior is unable to complete the form themselves, then any adult child or caretaker may do so. The computer form is easy to fill out by answering simple questions and including a downloaded picture of the senior. Sergeant Yoida states that the return registry doesn't guarantee the return of the lost loved one, but certainly increases the chance by providing the officers with another tool to help find them.
So the main purpose of the Return Home Registry program is simply to reunite families with their loved ones who have wandered away, possibly the senior who has dementia or Alzheimer's and has wandered away from home.
Let's go to Officer Idet's police car to learn what our police see when they are looking for a lost senior. The officer in the field types in my name and my picture pops up, and personal information too. You have learned about the HIP program that fixes homes for seniors, allowing them to live more safely. We also told you about the Torrance Police Department Return Home Registry, a program designed to return missing seniors to their homes. Next, let's visit HELP, a non-profit organization located in downtown Torrance, which focuses on legal, governmental, and care-related issues that impact older adults.
HELP is an education and public service nonprofit that helps seniors in the community throughout the South Bay and their families, including the baby boomer age all the way up into we see people in their 90s. So our main focus is to help guide them through a lot of the aging issues, and we do public service classes. We partner with other nonprofits in the area.
HELP was there when 91-year-old Helen needed help on how to respond to a phone call she received saying that she owed money for a trip she never took.
I have a problem with the language, you know it. And sometimes I don't know, I come here and say, what is this? And they explain it, and when I say, I don't know what it means, and then they explain it to me what it means.
HELP took the time to teach Helen about the many schemes out there targeting seniors. Now, Helen is their regular client, and she says she feels good knowing she has someone who will give her the right advice. Nick also needed legal assistance. The lawyers at HELP took him through all the paperwork he needed to remain financially independent.
All you boomers out there, come on in and they'll help you with estate planning. They'll help you with taking care of your kids so that they don't attack you in later age, and you can protect them. And it gives the kids a heads up as to what is going on and what their parents. I have a daughter that's concerned, and she understands that I'm in good hands, and she doesn't have to worry about taking care of me.
The phones never stop ringing at HELP as seniors or their families are looking for information on complicated legal forms or help with legal areas related to services and health-related issues. The agency does not give legal advice but focuses on consumer protection with all areas of their assistance. You've just seen a few of the services that the City of Torrance offers to seniors, but there is many, many more. Just log on to www.torranceca.gov and click on Senior Assistance. I'm Hope Witkowsky, reminding you that knowledge is a powerful tool. Tune in next time for more secrets on successful aging.